So I guess I can talk now. I wasn't sure if it was working. So we have Massimiliano, welcome, and Andrea. I'm so happy to hear from you, even if I can't see you. So please be patient with me. This is the first time I do this. I hope I don't mess up. So can you let me know if you can hear me? No problem. I'll wait for you to comment on the... Okay, I see a smiley face. Thank you. So I was thinking we could wait 1 or 2 minutes while to see if anyone else logs on. And while we're waiting, I guess I'll just talk by myself. How weird. I wonder how you're doing at the moment, what you're doing if you're working or if you're stuck at home, and how you feel about the situation in general. So, Andrea, are you home? What about you, Massimiliano? Personally, I'm at home and trying to work from home. Oh, Elena's just been at the supermarket. How did that go? A nightmare. Brilliant. I haven't been yet. I'm a bit worried. I think I'm going to send my husband out tomorrow to do some shopping. Okay, Andrea's at home, but optimistic. That's good. Hi, Sandra. Welcome. Oh, what an experience, right? It's quite an absurd situation, but at the same time, I think we have to try and make the best out of it. So, so yeah, I'm learning how to do lessons online. How cool is that? So, today's lesson is about false friends. Elena is studying very hard. So false friends are, well, you tell me, what are false friends? I'm sure you know. I personally have had quite a few problems with false friends when I arrived in Italy. Translating words directly from English into Italian or directly from French into Italian. And some of my experiences were quite embarrassing. I don't know if you've had any of those problems. But yes, I don't know if I should be saying this online for posterity, but I thought that the fruit fig was feminine in Italian, so I said I'll write it down so I don't say it. I said, these figs are very good, but I said it in Italian the wrong way. I wrote it down. And my friends and my husband never let me forget this very bad false friend. So, have you had any experience with false friends before? Indeed, Elena said it's a word that you think has one meaning. Hi, Eduardo, welcome. Hi, Jaco. Yes, I know, it's very embarrassing. I said this, and I said it to a guy, so even better, no? But we have to live and learn and make mistakes along the way. So let's start with the lesson. Okay, sorry, I have too many pages open at the same time. Here we go. So false friends and common errors. Let's see. So on this slide, we have an oops moment. When Pepsi entered the Chinese market a few years ago, the translation of their slogan, Pepsi brings you back to life was a little more literal than they intended. In Chinese, the slogan translated to Pepsi brings your ancestors back from the grave. Do you understand? Ancestors back from the grave? What does it mean? Hi, Teresa. Welcome. So it's basically the zombie apocalypse when you bring your ancestors back from the grave. They were dead and buried and they come back to life. So I don't think Pepsi has that much power. So this was one first marketing mess up. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see the next one. Another oops moment. General Motors was confused when their new car, the Chevy Nova, wasn't selling in South America. The company finally realized that Nova, I guess I'm trying to say it with a Spanish accent, in Spanish translated to it won't go or it doesn't work. Sales radically improved after the car was renamed the Caribe. I don't know how you would pronounce it. This is so. Do you think that a company as big as General Motors probably should have done a bit of research before they try to enter a new market, and maybe some basic knowledge about the language would have been a good idea? I don't know if you ever go to restaurants in Italy and try to read the menu in English, the translation of the menu. Do you notice a lot of mistakes in translation? Personally, it makes me laugh, but sometimes I find it completely incomprehensible. And I wonder, why can't they go on Google and check the translation? Anyway, it's a very good test of your English if you can read a menu in 2 languages and notice all the mistakes. And I think often restaurateurs use direct translations or false friends and make dramatic mistakes. Mistakes that probably an English speaker would not understand when they're trying to have a nice Italian meal. Okay, moving on to the next slide. Another moment where they messed up. Sometimes it's one word that changes everything. When Parker Pen marketed a ballpoint pen in Mexico, its ads were supposed to say, "It won't leak in your pocket and embarrass you." However, the company thought the Spanish word embarazar meant embarrass. It won't leak in your pocket and make, so instead the ad in Spanish said, "It won't leak in your pocket and make you pregnant." Nice one, Elena. Who doesn't want a slice of ass on their bread? So actually, the story of the embarazar happened to my aunt. She went to Spain, I think, on an exchange program, and she wanted to say, or to Mexico, I can't remember. She wanted to say to the family she was staying with that she was really embarrassed because her Spanish was bad. And she said, "Oh, like estoy embarazada," or something like this. And she thought she was saying, "I'm embarrassed." But actually, she was saying, "I'm pregnant." And the poor Mexican family didn't know what to do. Like, were they supposed to call her mother? Were they supposed to go to a hospital? Hi, Lily, welcome. And imagine, I mean, we're talking about the early 70s, so that would have been quite a bad moment for a conservative family. Anyway, yes, embarazada is definitely a false friend in English. Shanty again, embarrass adapter. Embarazada. Yes, I am very embarazada in this moment. I promise I'm not pregnant. I've done it. I'm fine. I'm sorted. Next one. Okay, now guys, it's your turn. Marketing blunders. You understand the word blunder? What does the word blunder mean? Any ideas, anyone? You're letting me do all the work. A blunder is a mistake, faux pas. I'll write it, it's from French, faux pas. When you do something that is embarrassing. So a marketing blunder is a marketing faux pas. So let's read the first one. Frank's homemade sausages. You will love our delicious sausages. We don't add any contraceptive. So not only are they delicious, but they're also healthy for you. So where is the mistake? Where is the false friend? Let's see who reacts first. There is one word in there that is completely out of context. Which is it? Yes, very good, Andrea. And Giacomo. Contraceptives, really, in your sausage? I mean, there are different types of contraceptives, condoms, the pill, but I don't think you want them in your sausage. As Andrea said, it would be much better to say preservatives, which I guess for an Italian doesn't sound too good. So yeah, that would be a word to be careful for if you ever talk about your sausage. So next one, home decor. Let's see. This week only, our pillows are 50% off. The pillows are green, morbid, and medium-sized. Perfect for indoors or outdoors. Come see what we have in store. Where is the mistake here? Let's see. Ah, Giacomo was very fast. Morbid. Eduardo, well done. Andrea, good. So what does morbid mean in English? Any ideas? It definitely doesn't work with pillows. Like I can say, oh, you're such a morbid person. What do I mean by that? No, it's not a bad person or a filthy person. What could it be? Yes, macabre. I don't know how you say that in Italian. Yes, a person that is obsessed about death and all things dark and creepy. Well done, Teresa. Yeah, morbid, a bit fascinated by death. So I don't know. I don't know if you've seen the film. Oh my God, what was that Tim Burton film about Halloween? The Night Before Christmas, or Nightmare Before Christmas. Sorry, Nightmare Before Christmas. I just remembered. That film is a bit morbid. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. Next one, Peter's Fine Shoe Shop. Come into Peter's to find your next pair of shoes. Our shoes are high quality leather, sleek and sensitive for all occasions. Where is, oh yes, good, Andrea. Stephen King is definitely a bit morbid at times. So tell me about the Peter's shoe shop. What is the wrong word in this little paragraph? Very good, Lily. Sensitive. What does sensitive mean? Good, Andrea. Yes, well done. Sensitive. Good, Giacomo. There's a famous Jane Austen book called Sense and Sensibility. I don't know if you know it. A sort of medium. Ah, good idea, Sandra, but no. It's not a person that could read into the future. Andrea, you're close. Yes, an emotional person. A sensitive person is a person that is quite that feels emotions strongly. It's also, for example, if you have sensitive skin, then maybe your skin reacts to beauty products, or you have allergies. But for the personality, a sensitive personality is a person that's quite emotional, that reacts more with their heart than with their mind. The opposite of sensitive is so if I'm a rational person, a logical person, what kind of person am I? I am not a sensitive person. I am a Andrea says thick-skinned. Not bad, yes. Rational, unsensitive. Unsensitive, be careful. It exists. But to be unsensitive is when you are not you're not careful with other people's feelings. So for example, I can say, that was a very unsensitive thing to say. If you say something that's a bit mean or makes a person feel bad. Good, Giacomo. Sensible. A sensible person is a person that's rational, logical, that uses their mind first. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I made a mistake. It's not unsensitive, it's insensitive. Yes, a rational person, a sensible person. But we can use it also for clothes or for shoes. Sensible shoes are shoes that you can wear that are comfortable and are no nonsense, like plain shoes, normal shoes. Yes, there's even an expression, Teresa said, sensible Susan. A sensible that's a tongue twister. A sensible Susan is a person that is logical and kind of not an emotional person. Okay. So in that text, it should be, our shoes are high quality leather, sleek and sensible for all occasions. So basically they're fine. You can wear them in any situation. Next one, Venus vacuums. Our vacuums are specially designed to suck more dirt out of your carpets, ensuring a good, polite every time. So I think this one is probably easier to guess. What word is wrong in this little paragraph? Yes, Andrea, well done. Polite. Polite has nothing to do with this. So what would be the right word in this paragraph? talking about polite, while you think about it, a lot of Italians think that educated means polite, which is not at all true. This is another false friend. Like I know in Italian, you can say, ah, è una persona educata. In English, you cannot say this. It's a polite person. An educated person is a person that has been to university or to school, that has a lot of knowledge. Yeah? Well done. Clean, yes. Ensuring a good clean or ensuring, yeah. Ah, interesting. A good polish, Teresa said. Polish, I would say, is more for something smooth that you can shine, like an object, or maybe for a carpet, a good result, good cleaning. I don't know. It's a bit of a weird example. I'm not 100% convinced about that one, but definitely not a good polite. Yes. Andrea, good mannered, well mannered instead of good mannered. Okay, next one. Let's go on. Here we have to fill in the gaps with the correct word. So let's see. I can't watch movies about the war. I'm too something, and I cry too much. So I get very emotional when I watch war movies. I am too what? Yes, definitely. I'm too sensitive. Yes. I'm too emotional. Yeah. Excellent work. Let's continue with number 2. The park is littered with garbage. Someone should really it up. Polite or clean? You know the word littered, yeah? That there's trash on the floor, yeah. In some countries, it's a crime to litter. For example, I think in Singapore, if you're found littering the street, you could get a fine. So yes, well done. Clean, excellent. Yes, yes, you all got it right. Next one, the firefighter rescued the child. So we have 2 options, good and brave. I guess this is based on the false friend of bravo in Italian. Interestingly, the word bravo, yes, well done. Good job, Lilian Eduardo, brave, yes. So we could say, Andrea asked if we can use both, and you're not wrong. You could say the good firefighter rescued the child. It could be correct. Why not? But I think in this case, they want to say the brave firefighter. Yeah. So the word bravo, the Italian word, can be used. In English, we say bravo. And it's usually when we want to say like, well done. And we applaud, bravo, bravo, at the theater. But we never say brava. We only say bravo, and in general for the situation, not for a person. So we do steal Italian words in English, but we don't use them correctly. Like Italians steal English words and don't use them correctly often. Let's continue with the exercise. It is to cover your mouth when you sneeze. Is it, oh, this is a perfect example for nowadays. Apparently, don't use your hand, but use your elbow to sneeze if you have to. It is educated or polite to cover your mouth when you sneeze. Yes, it's polite. Well done, everyone. You don't have to go to Harvard to know that. Let's continue. The film was so annoying or boring. He nearly fell asleep. So this is a mistake that a lot of my students make, especially in lower levels. From you guys, I expect better. What is the correct word? Boring. Well done. Yes, boring. Excellent. What does annoying mean? Can someone give me a definition, not a translation? Or maybe you could give me an example. Disturbing. Be careful, Giacomo. Disturbing is something that makes you feel a bit uncomfortable and strange. Like that was a disturbing situation. Rainy weather is, very good, Elena. Irritating, yes. Rainy weather is annoying? Yes, I guess so. It's also bored. I mean, I guess I'm bored when it rains because I don't know what to do. Something that doesn't entertain you. Yeah, boring is something that doesn't entertain you. Annoying is something that is irritating, frustrating. For example, imagine you're trying to study and your little brother or sister is bothering you constantly or interrupting you. That's very annoying. Or I don't know, it's very annoying when someone eats with their mouth open. Yeah. Or people shouting on the phone are very annoying, especially in public places, as Teresa says. To tease, Andrea, it's a bit different. It's an interesting word. To tease is, for example, it's to make fun of someone in a friendly way. So it's not the same as provoking someone or annoying someone. Teasing has a more friendly connotation. Yeah. Yeah. Sandra says, I can't stand annoying people. Yeah, but what is your concept of an annoying person, Sandra? That would be interesting to know. Your memory, Andrea. It's tricky to remember all these words. I know. Your memory is annoying? Okay. Next one. Okay, this one, guys, if you mess up on this one, I will come personally to your house. I will face the coronavirus to pull on your ear. My family has a factory or farm where they grow vegetables. I like your example, Sandra. Sandra finds people that never stop talking very annoying. I can relate to that. Okay, so well done, everyone. Farm, thank you very much for not messing this up. But I mean, it's definitely a false friend, but it's a false friend that beginners usually, it's a mistake that beginners usually make at your very high level of experience. I expect you to know the difference. In doubt, always remember the song Old MacDonald Had a Farm, and that will always help you to remember. Okay, so here we have groups of adjectives that are quite different. We have annoying and boring, sensitive and sensible, educated and polite. So if you guys want to quickly try and make a few examples, just write them down and I will read them out for everyone to hear. I don't know if you can see each other's messages. So just in case, I'll read them out. You can choose any of the adjectives and that on the list and make an example as you wish. I will wait for your answers. What do you mean, Andrea? You say not all educated. What do you mean? Okay, thank you, Teresa. You can see each other's comments. Good. I was worried that you couldn't. Thanks for that. I'm telling you, you have to bear with me. This is the first time I do this. I apologize if I mess this up. People are polite. Yeah. Ah, I understand. Not all educated people are polite. This is a great example, Andrea, and I completely agree. It's not because you have an education that you know how to interact with people and be polite with people. Sadly, the two things are not directly connected. But what does it mean to be polite? The concept of politeness can change in different countries. Oh. Lily, can you make an example with soft and morbid? For example, you could say, while I'm lying on my soft pillow, you are telling me morbid things. Trying to be poetic here. Anyone else wants to try and make an example? Yes. Lily says, I don't like morbid movies. I agree. I have problems with horror films personally. They make me feel bad and then I can't sleep. Some people are very sensitive, true. What do you mean, Sandra? What kind of, can you just explain a bit more? What type of people are very sensitive? It's a very good example. Good example, Elena. Yes, if you have sensitive skin, this is the perfect body lotion for you. Be careful with touchable. Touchable is someone that you can physically touch. Touchy people, I think you want to say. If you're touchy, you react strongly to what someone says, and maybe you get offended by what some people say. So I could say, oh, I'm a bit touchy about my weight. If you feel like your weight is an issue and people make comments about your weight, then you can be a bit touchy about that. Yeah. But to be overly sensitive is to react maybe too strongly, too emotionally to a comment that someone makes. Yeah. Anyone else wants to make an example? Eduardo, I haven't seen anything from you. And Giacomo? Who else is missing? Also, Massimiliano, where have you gone? You've disappeared. I'm keeping track of you guys. Of course, don't hesitate. If you have any questions, put them in the chat bar and I can answer. Ah, I like your example, Giacomo. She gave me some sensible advice. Well done. Yeah, she gave me some good advice, something that I can use. Hmm. And Massimiliano is still here, but I haven't seen your example. Where is it? You can choose any of the words in the list. No pressure. Oh, and don't worry about spelling, everyone. This is supposed to be an oral lesson. Missing in action? No. Okay, I'll just move on. And when you're ready, ooh, he's educated and now he has found a job. Okay, good example, Eduardo. Yeah. He has he spent many years of his life working on his education and now he found a job. Well done. Okay. So, can you guys, do you have any ideas of false friends that you already know? Now that we've done a few exercises, maybe there's some words that haven't been mentioned in the lesson that you would like to tell me about. Which other false friends do you know? Hi, Sarah. Wow, you've got so many teachers in this lesson. Now I feel under pressure. They can scrutinize everything I say and do wrong. So, any other examples of false friends? No one? Fine. Let me show you. Here on the card, it says, "Hi, I'm the drums. Who are you?" Um, the drums is what's the false friend of drums? What would be the Italian equivalent? Ooh, nice one, Lily. Parent and relatives. Yes. So many of my students make that mistake. They said, "Oh, I went for lunch with my parents." And there were many people. And I was like, "Well, how many parents do you have?" So yes, a drummer is the person. Drums are the instrument. But in Italian, you would say batteria, and it's very easy to confuse battery and drums. I don't think this is a mistake you would make. I mean, maybe, who knows? Yeah. Argument? What could be the equivalent of argument in Italian? This is another false friend. Many Italians think that argument means argomento. But what does argument actually mean? For example, yes, well done, Andrea. Yesterday it's not true, I had an argument with my husband and we didn't talk to each other all evening. Yeah. So in Italian, this doesn't mean the same thing. A fight, a quarrel. Well done, guys. Well done. Lots of synonyms. I like it. So actually, wait, I think I think I made a false friend because actually it's so discussion. What is a discussion? Because discussion is another false friend. What's a quarrel? A quarrel is a fight. That's a synonym for fight, but with words. A weapon, Andrea? A quarrel is a litigio, yes. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, very good, Sarah. A discussion is when we talk about something, but it doesn't mean that we have a fight or a quarrel. We're just talking calmly about something. So, like, let's discuss the problem and find a good solution. Yeah. So, be careful with this one. Okay, let me ask you some other words. What do you think is the false friend of library? What is the Italian equivalent of library that is wrong? If I say I went to the library yesterday, what do you understand? Yes, very good, Lily. Library is actually the place where you can borrow books and return books when you're finished with them. But a lot of people think that a library is what? A bookshop. Well done, Giacomo. Yeah. So this is a false friend that you should be careful about. You cannot buy books in the library. Okay, let's see another one. This is a good one. A warehouse, spelt like this, a warehouse. What does it mean? Any ideas? Well done, Andrea. It's a magazzino, yes. Not to confuse with a magazine. A magazine is something you read when you go to the hairdresser. And you read all about movie stars. A storehouse doesn't exist, Giacomo. I know, it sounds very similar to a magazine. So don't confuse the two. Yes, you read a magazine and you can work in a warehouse where they stock goods. Yeah. Like you could be a warehouse worker where you work in a warehouse where you ship things, maybe. Another false friend. Let's see. Can you think of any other ones? Okay, I don't know how useful this word is, but do you know what the word brine means? Well done, Giacomo. Yes, a camera and a room. Nice one, Andrea. Actually, this is a good one. What does actually mean? Many Italians think it means attualmente, but that's not true. What does it really mean? No, it doesn't mean now. Let's continue with actually. What does actually mean? Yes, Lily, it means in realtà, no? Yeah. In reality, though, you cannot say in English, Giacomo. Yeah, really. Like, I think in Italian you could say effettivamente or in realtà. So actually, yesterday I wasn't at the cinema. I was at the theater. So it doesn't mean that in that moment I was there. I don't think you can say in reality. Now, like, I don't know if the other teachers in the chat will like to confirm, but you can definitely say for real. That's good. Sarah, do you want to back me up there? Can you say in reality? That sounds weird to me, but I might be wrong. I'll double check, Giacomo, okay? Just to be sure. Okay. So another one that someone said before that I missed. What did you say? An audience. That was a good word, Giacomo. Audience is not an udienza. Be careful. An audience is what? Yes, Lily, you can say truly. Like, really? Truly? I guess. Did you truly do that? It sounds a bit weird. Probably what you would say, did you really do that? You could say, I truly meant what I said. That would be okay. So what about the word, this is probably, did I already? The word cave, what does it mean? Ah, yes, well done, Giacomo. An audience is the people that are there at the theater, at the cinema, and a hearing is when you go to court. Excellent vocabulary, Giacomo. Well done, you. Good job, Lily. Yes, well done. So what does a cave mean? This is another false friend. For example, you usually don't have a cave in your house. Unless you are from the Stone Age, maybe? Well done. You can have a wine cellar. Very sophisticated, Elena, if you have that in your house. But what is a cave? It's not. So we've established that it's not a cava. What is it? Well done. A cave is in the mountains, Teresa said. True. A shelter from the bombs? I don't know, Sandra, if you can use it in that context. You would probably say a bomb shelter. A cave is usually in nature, in the mountains. It's a hole basically in the mountains. So if you lived in prehistoric times, you probably lived in a cave. Yeah? Another one to stay a bit morbid is a corpse. What is a corpse? Yeah, a mine. A mine is dug by men, and a cave is probably natural. As Massimiliano says, caveman, a caveman. Like, don't be a caveman. So what is a corpse? Be careful with the spelling. Corpse. Yes, a dead body, indeed. It's not a body. It's not a corpo. Be careful. That would be really awkward if you said, my corpse hurts to the doctor. Said, if you can feel your corpse, then probably you're not dead yet. Okay. Another word is a canteen. What does a canteen mean? Ah, interesting one, Sandra. Sandra asked about the police corps. So there it comes more from um, the police as a one body, one regiment, one. I don't know about the origin of the word, but it's pronounced corps, not corpse. The police corps. So to go back to Canteen, no, you cannot say the police corpse. You have to say the police corps with a lot of silent letters that you don't pronounce. Let me double check spelling while we're at it. Oops. Yeah, the basically the difference is that the police corps doesn't have an S in the end. Yeah, it could be a corps of corpses. That would be really nice. I like the image that is so morbid of you. So let's go back to Canteen. Uh, well done. It is where you eat, where employees or students can eat. And as Sarah rightly says, it is also a container to drink water. So when you go hiking in the mountains, don't forget to bring your water canteen. So obviously, it's not. What would be the Italian false friend? Ah, cantina, yes. Back to the cave in your house. It's a morbid period. I understand it is. It's hard not to fall in that trap with all the social media going around. Okay, let's go back to our slides and let me show you a text. So this is a letter written by Jennifer to Carmen, and there are a few false friends in the letter. Hi, Carmen. Thank you so much for sending me the pictures from your visit. I'm so happy we did so many pictures on our hike. The sun made your hair look so shiny. Your hair are beautiful in the pictures. I've been studying English for over a year, but I still find I am doing many mistakes. I think it would be easier if I lived in an English country. I don't know nothing about Canada, but maybe you can give me some information. I will call you tonight when I get to home, and hopefully you can give me some advice. Cheers, Jennifer. So in this text, it's less about false friends and more about mistakes that maybe an Italian person would make. So there are quite a few mistakes in this text. Let's see if you can point them out. So let's see what you guys can come up with. Sandra, don't be so hard on yourself. You're not anything like Jennifer. Andrea, well spotted. Don't know nothing. That is not correct. To take pictures, you can take pictures. That's okay. Yes, Giacomo. Informations. No, informations is not correct. Information is uncountable. What is the problem with don't know nothing? Why is that wrong? When the verb is negative, it should be followed by anything. Yeah. I don't know anything. Let's see. Very good. I'm looking through your comments. Sorry. Informations. She says we did. I'm so happy. We did. Ah, okay. Sorry, Lily. You were correcting the text. Yes, of course. You don't do pictures. You take pictures. Sorry. Yeah. Andrea even spotted one at the end. Give me some advice. Advice spelled with an S is the verb, not the noun. So it should be spelled with a C. Teresa pointed out rightly that you don't do mistakes, you make mistakes. Yeah. I don't know anything. Yes. Any other mistakes? There are a few more that you didn't see. Yeah, get to home. No. You get home. Yeah, very good. Good, Lily. Go home and also get home. Do you know the other exception? You go home, you go, I think that's the only one actually. Then it's go to school, go to work, and then all the other ones have the article go to the cinema, go to the swimming pool, etc. I will call you tonight when I get home. No, I think that's okay. I will call you tonight. It could be a last minute plan. A last minute idea. She hasn't planned to do it. Thank you, Sarah. Your hair is beautiful. Also Teresa, well done. You cannot say your hair are beautiful. In English, hair is uncountable. I know it's a bit weird. If you use hairs, then probably you're talking about body hair, not really the hair on your head. You would probably say, I'm hairy, not I have many hairs on my legs. It would be weird. Anything else? Yeah, information you said. I'll call you Joanna, and hopefully you can give me some advice. Yeah, well done. Let's see if so we did so many pictures. You pointed that out. Your hair are beautiful, wrong. I am doing many mistakes, wrong. I think it would be easier if I lived in an English country. Yes, that's wrong. You should probably say an English-speaking country. Either it would be easier if you lived in England or in the US, but if you live in an English country, no. An English-speaking country. Yeah, indeed. I don't know nothing, wrong. Information's plural, wrong. Get to home, wrong. Give me some advice, okay. Well, guys, you spotted almost everything. Well done. Oh, sorry, did I make the slide small? Oops. I think I squashed it. I'm sorry. Is that better? Sorry, guys. You need like a magnifying glass to see it. Sorry. Okay, guys. Well, I think that's it for tonight. Um, if you want, I'll post a link with a list of false friends that you can check at home and laugh about. Let me just look for the link. 1 second. Bear with me. Okay. I found this on a website. So if you want to check it out, and some words are a bit difficult or not used very often, but some are quite useful words that that you should try to avoid or try to use in the correct way, I should say. Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining the lesson tonight. It was so nice to hear from you again after all this time away, and I hope to see you soon for another lesson. Thanks for participating. Bye. See you soon.